Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? Alright, we're going to do another whip and chat here. Alright, so Diamond Art Clubs, Hogwarts Crest, Fine Oddities Black. Alright, square drill, 22 inches by 26 inches, 56 centimeters by 66 centimeters. 42 colors, including 4 ABs, which stands for Aurora Borealis. And they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills. Anything under DMC code 150 or color code is considered an AB from Diamond Art Club. Alright, how's it going? Alright. Oh, sit back down here. Alright, just doing the leaves, the fern leaves again. The final section here. Yeah, 934. Yeah, just really dark green, we'll say. Alright, so we'll just hang out for a bit. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Alright. Yeah, it should be a relatively painless fill in along the lines here. Yeah, I got distracted by YouTube. I was watching a couple meme videos, compilation. Oh, excuse me. Oh, look. Yeah, it's my turnaround day from being on a night shift, so I slept for a couple hours. Again. Oh, all good. Alright, so we're just filling in these kind of triangular symbols here. Should probably just like follow the pattern of the leaf and then we'll be good. Awesome. Yeah, so hopefully your hobbies in crafting is going well. Or if you're just hanging out, thanks. So it's nice to have you. Alright. Yeah, I'll just keep following the leaf here. That'd be the easiest. Yeah, nearing the end of this canvas. Yeah, this is the final section, so getting there for sure. Yeah, I'm probably never going to look at the Metamucil laxative commercials the same again. Oh, man. They say extra strength formula, I just start losing it. Just get into a laughing fit. No, laxatives are like awesome and they work when you need them to, but yeah, they're a good alternative to like having to eat bread or drinking tons of water or whatever. But holy cow. Like just made like one remark one day and my mom just like lost it. Both of us just started laughing so hard, and every time the commercial's on, I try not to choke on the yogurt that I'm eating for breakfast or whatever. It's like, oh, geez. Yeah, if you take laxative, it's all good. It's just, yeah, it's for people who just don't get enough fiber, or, yeah, could have to do with medications too. So, but yeah, you get dehydrated, so yeah, it's good to have around. But yeah, just never going to look at those commercials the same again. Oh, just some commercials come up on TV and it's just like, oh my gosh, are you serious? No way. Yeah, there's like a Febreze commercial where this guy has a container of it, like a spray bottle, and it's like, I spray this after a vacuum. Why? It's like they're just using it everywhere just because they have a bottle in their hand. I just start shaking my head and going, really? You're joking, right? Nope. Mom's like, oh, I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas now. Some Metamucil extra strength and some Febreze. I'm not sponsored by either. It's just, holy cow, those commercials are on all the time on the TV. Oh man, no wonder I just crack up every time the Metamucil commercial comes on. Oh man, it's just brutal. Well, I guess if you feel bloated too, Metamucil probably helps that too. Oh, and holy cow, talk about when you're watching W Network. It's like, yeah, it's countdown to Christmas, obviously, but wow. Premiering this Saturday at 8. This movie. You just seen this ad, but we're going to show you it 20 times just to piss you off. When is it premiering? Mom, this movie's premiering on Saturday at 8. It's like, holy cow. She starts laughing. It's like, oh. It's just overkill for advertising. And then Gravitrax or something. Freaking marble courses, which is like $200 for like a starter set. It's like, holy cow. Yeah, it's from like a Toys R Us magazine or whatever that we recycled. Yeah, I don't have any kids that I have to worry about. I don't think my nephew would care about a marble thing. He has a 3D printer and all. But, oh my gosh. $200 for a freaking marble track starter set? Oh my gosh. There's like a pro model and all that. It's like, what? I remember in public school, they had like a marble kind of track structure. It wasn't the same company, I don't think. Who am I to look at brands when I'm like 7 or 8 years old and be like worried about where they came from? Just playing with a marble track. Yeah, it's kind of like this Gravitrax stuff. No, gotta admit, it looks pretty cool and sophisticated for like a marble track, but holy cow, $200. I guess you can just like buy expansion tracks or whatever, or additional accessories to add to your marble track to make it a huge. I think there are like ramps and stuff for like a pro mode or pro version. I don't know. It's just these two kids are having a great time just setting marbles off at a starting gate by pressing down on some plastic mesh, and the marbles rolled out and down the track, and they're like high-fiving each other, and it's like, yeah, this is fun. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, there are just some commercials that are on like all the time, like on a continuous loop. It feels like, just like, wow. Yeah, there's some Tim Hortons maple flavored bacon breakfast sandwiches, and it's like, I'm almost like gagging. I'm like, yeah, probably be pretty cool, but no. I think they mentioned like slightly spicy sauce or whatever. It's like, ah, everybody likes spicy stuff. Are you making a breakfast sandwich spicy? Must be like something, yeah, maple syrup put on bacon or maple bacon, and then must be some other sauce, but all I seen in the commercial was them putting maple syrup on strips of bacon and putting it on the breakfast sandwich. I don't know. Not like I'm going to rush to Tim Hortons and get a breakfast sandwich. I think some restaurants only do it till like 11 or 11 in the morning. But they could serve breakfast all day in some places, maybe. I think that's like what diners do if they're open for a good chunk of the day. Yeah, the diner we order like takeout from closes at like 2 p.m. Some days. Yeah. Yeah, it's not open exactly like all day. I think during the week it's open in the evenings for a few hours to like kind of serve dinner specials maybe. But yeah, we'll just continue to get takeout from that diner. It's all good. So, yeah, it's easier. I've sat in there recently in the diner myself. I just grabbed something to eat. Like what I usually get, what I would get for takeout. I just like sat there and ate it. Yeah. Two drills are stuck together. This is quite the leaf. 2 or 3 different shades of green. For these fern leaves in this canvas. Pretty cool effect, like, don't get me wrong, but wow, just hope you like the color green in some cases. Well, it looks like Halloween came and went. Now it's November. Remembrance Day, and then yeah, Christmas holidays or the holiday season, I'll say as well. Yeah, basically Christmas just takes over from this point, or the holidays. Remembrance Day gets noted, but it just feels like a kind of footnote compared to Christmas. Which, yeah, I find that always bugs me this time of year. See all this Christmas stuff, and it's just like, wouldn't be here without the outcome of the world wars, or the world would not be the same if not for the outcome of the world wars. They're still important, and yeah, I gotta remember that kind of stuff, because the people that actually experienced or yeah were part of the world wars are passing away. So the chance to actually recount what happened in certain circumstances is diminishing probably daily. Yeah, of course, there's like the overall events that unfolded, I'm sure, in great detail to a certain extent, somewhere or another. But personal accounts of people actually probably being flying in aircraft or being on a naval ship or etc. Probably actually in the trenches of either of the world wars. Yeah, those personal stories are just going to disappear unless they're documented. But yeah, if you went through something that major, you probably really don't want to relive it, even though it would be useful historically. But yeah, post-traumatic stress, etc. Yeah, that can't be easy for anybody, regardless of the situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a world war either, but yeah, PTSD, yeah, has many different avenues to affect people. Yeah, not just world wars. So yeah, it's probably not on the top of any veterans to-do list to talk about what they experienced on the battlefield or just in general in that kind of time. But it is still a part of history, a major part of history. Yeah, people are wearing poppies. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Legion or Army and Navy kind of lodges or charities. So like a charity group. Yeah, veterans. Yeah, they're selling poppies again, so they're everywhere. Outside, like grocery stores, that kind of thing. Canvassing for poppies to sell poppies. Via donation, as it's always been. I think they're vying for a biodegradable poppy, so if it does fall off your clothing or whatever, it will just biodegrade and not be plastic and yeah, just litter. Like a face mask, for instance, those disposable ones. I still see them on the ground sometimes. Just discarded, or they fell off and yeah, became unsanitary the second they touched the ground. Yeah, I think they're just aiming to avoid, yeah, just litter or pollution. It would be easier if the poppies, like the pin or the needle, yeah, we'll say pin, had some sort of like kind of stopper to prevent it from sliding off the clothing in the first place. But yeah, to keep costs down, I'm sure it's just, that's why it's just the pin for the poppy. Well, and of course, if you lose a poppy, then you can just like turn around and buy a new one. I think that's kind of part of it too. It's like, oh, I should wear a poppy. I haven't grabbed a poppy as of yet, but yeah, my dad kind of wondered about wearing poppies like in October, but that's when the poppy campaign started around here. I guess like after Halloween. Well, it was probably a couple days before Halloween when they launched the poppy program, but yeah, I guess early November makes sense, of course, but yeah, my dad was kind of like, how early is it to wear a poppy? Guess according to the Legion, like end of October, early November, like up to November 11th. Then after that, you can probably take the poppy off, or not wear it, or after the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. It's when World War I ended. The armistice was signed or something. I think that's how it went. I think it was the end of World War I to signify the end of World War I when it ended. So, hence Remembrance Day getting commemorated 11th day of the 11th month at the 11th hour. How it's supposed to go, but yeah, they say Remembrance Day, but yeah, I think after 11 o'clock that day, then that's basically it that I've experienced. Yeah, I've attended Remembrance Day services at for school, that kind of thing. It's mandatory. They just halted everything, and yeah, fitting, appropriate. So yeah, and then I've been to cenotaph ceremonies where they usually read in Flanders Fields, and then some sort of trumpet or bugle song. Couple speeches from like local town mayor, etc. Moment of silence, prayer, etc. And then laying of the wreaths at, cenotaphs. At the foot of cenotaphs. Yeah, there's one by Tim Hortons in St. Mary's here. It's a cenotaph, like, I don't know, it's right by Town Hall, like, at the entryway, or one of the entryways, on the way to the public library, so, yeah, it's just a statue and has the names of soldiers or individuals who had served in the World Wars, who have passed, or, just in general. So that cenotaph is like, you can see it all the time, but yeah. November, there are wreaths laid. Different companies and all that. So it's all good. Yeah, there are posters and information up about the residents of St. Mary's who are now veterans who have served in the World Wars, who either passed away or are still alive, but yeah, they're commemorated or remembered locally. So yeah, it must have very briefly studied World War One or World War Two somewhere along the line. Remember too many details exactly. There are quite a few different conflicts in each of the wars, and I sometimes mix the conflicts up, like when they took place. Vimy Bridge gets mentioned a lot. Dieppe, Passchendaele, a few. Yeah, D-Day, I think that's like one of the battles that I had heard of. Gets mentioned a lot. On the beaches of Normandy. Yeah, it's a fairly notable battle. Was that World War One or Two? Yikes, that's where I confuse. Yeah, I confused World War One and World War Two rather easily. But yeah. So I guess if you do have the chance to get a poppy, yeah, I'd go for it. Probably the next time I see a poppy vendor, I'll probably put one on. Get one on. If you watch the news, they're already wearing poppies. Like, yeah, just the presence of it. Once they're like available, yeah, it's like put a poppy on. Just lead by example, I suppose. Or visually remind people, hey, Remembrance Day. Yeah, and the poppies are like plastic or eventually biodegradable because they're a spring flower. Well, it's really an opioid, but yeah, I'll just say flower. But yeah, they're noted as an opioid. So oh, but yeah, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description I put my Facebook profile page or name. I Echoes of Color Facebook business page and my Instagram. I also post a couple of my walking challenge links, website links. Conqueror and Pacer. Conqueror is Lord of the Rings, and Pacer is Silk Road trading routes in Asia. I'm not sponsored by Febreze, etc. Metamucil, I'm not. Yeah, I just mentioned them because of, yeah. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, if you do get a chance to wear a poppy, go for it. It seems to be the time too, before November 11th. So yeah, take care. All the best with your crafting hobby, hanging out endeavors, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.